This is our next question. In this we have to find the potential difference across each cell. हर सेल के अक्रॉस हमें पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस क्या करना है, फाइंड आउट करना है. एंड द रेट ऑफ एनर्जी डिसिपेशन इन आर. और आर के अक्रॉस, दिस इज आर, इसके अक्रॉस हमें क्या देखनी है, एनर्जी डिसिपेशन. ओके, सो दिस इज अवर फिगर. हियर वी हैव ईएमएफ of 6 volt and a resistance of 1 ohm, and here we have resistance of 4 ohm, and here EMF of 12 volt and resistance of 2 ohm. Okay, we will draw the current. So I'll draw the current I1 from this cell E having EMF 12 volt, and I draw the current I2 from the cell having EMF 6 volt. Okay, तो यहाँ से मेरा करंट क्या आ गया यहाँ पे, दैट इज I1, एंड here also it comes out to be I2. तो अब यहाँ से I1 आ रहा है और यहाँ से I2 आ रहा है. They both combine and go in this branch. Okay, I1 plus I2. Applying the Kirchhoff second law in the closed loop ADCBA. Okay, so I am starting from here. So here our path and the direction of current is same. Okay, so here our potential drop is positive, so we get 4 multiply I1 plus I2. Okay, so we write 4 मल्टीप्लाई I1 प्लस I2. हमें पता है हमारे पास पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप का फॉर्मूला क्या होता है, अक्रॉस द रेजिस्टेंस IR. सो दिस इज अवर I एंड दिस इज R. ओके, सो देन from going here we'll reach at this resistance. Here also the direction of our path and the direction of current is same. Okay, so then here again the potential drop is positive and we write it as 2 and the current is I1, so we write it as 2I1. Okay, then on the next side we write the summation of EMF. So here the source of EMF is only this cell, so and that is also we are going from negative to positive. So whenever we are going from negative to positive, the potential drop is again positive. So what we'll write 12 plus 12. Okay, so now after solving this is 6 4I1 plus 4I2 and this is 2I1. So 4 plus 2 becomes 6I1 plus 4I2. So this is our equation number 1. Okay, now applying the Kirchhoff law in the second loop, that is A D E F A. Okay, so now going from here, so the direction of our path and the direction of current is same, so potential drop is positive. So what we'll write it as 4. So as we know that the formula is of V is IR, so I is I1 plus I2 and R is 4, so it becomes 4 into I1 plus I2. So we'll write 4 into I1 plus I2. So now going from there we reach to this resistance. Okay, here our path and the direction of current is again same, so potential drop is positive. So what we'll write it as 1 into I2, that is I2. This is our I2. Okay, so now going from there, that is our cell will come and that is from negative terminal to positive terminal. So our potential drop is positive, so we'll write it as plus 6. Okay, so after solving it, 4I1, this is 4I1 and 4I2 plus 1I2. So 4 plus 1 it become 5I2. So this is our equation number 1 and this is our equation number 2. Now we solve both this equation. Okay, these are our two equation, that is equation number 1 and that this is equation number 2. So I multiply equation number 1 with 4 and multiply equation number 2 with 6. Okay, so what I get these two equation after multiplying, that is 6 for the 24, 4 for the 16 and 12 for the 48. Okay, similarly I get these equation. So now what I'll do, I'll subtract them. Okay, for subtracting I'll change the sign. Okay, this positive become negative, this positive become negative, and this positive also become negative. So as the direction sign is opposite, so these two term will cancel out, and after subtracting 30 from 16, it become minus 14i2. Okay, and here also subtracting 36 from 48, we get 12. Okay, so now we want to find the value of I2. So I'll take 14 down. After cutting, what I'll get after cutting on the table of 2, okay, I'll get I2 as minus 6 by 7. Okay, now I put this value of I2 in this equation. Okay, so the equation is 4i1 plus 5i2 is equals to 6. So I put the value of I2 here. Okay, so this become 4i1 plus 5 into minus 6 by 7 is equal to 6. Okay, after multiplying it become minus 30 by 7. Now what I'll do, I take minus 30 by 7 in this side, so it become positive. Okay, taking LCM and solving, I'll get 72 by 7. Okay, I want to know the value of I1 as we already solve the value of I2. So now that's why I'll take 4 in the down side. After cutting on the table of 2, what will get? I'll get 18 by 7 as the value of I1. That we need to find the potential difference. Okay, so potential difference across R is V and the formula of V is IR. Okay, so here our I is I1 plus I2 and R is 4. Okay, so that's why I put I1 plus I2 and here R. So we already know the value of R is 4 volt, and we also find out the value of I1 and I2. So putting the value of I1 here, that is 18 by 7, and I2 here, that is minus 6 by 7. Okay, so after solving, 18 minus 6 is equals to 12 upon 7 into 4. So after multiplying, I get potential difference across R is 48 by 7 volt. Okay, now if you observe this figure, then you will observe that potential difference across each cell equal to potential difference across R. Okay, because here the current I1 and here the current I2 both combine and flowing from here. So the potential difference of these two become equal to the potential difference of this. Okay, that's why potential difference of each cell become potential difference across R. और R का हम लोगों ने पहले ही निकाल लिया, that is 48 by 7. Okay, to find the rate of energy dissipated in R. Okay, so energy dissipation का formula होता है हमारे पास I square R T, but here we have to find the rate. So rate is with respect to time, so it become I square R. Okay, रेट हमारे पास हमेशा क्या होता है, पर यूनिट टाइम होता है ना, तो एनर्जी डेसिपेशन का फॉर्मूला बन गया I square R. ओके, एंड अक्रॉस R our I is I1 plus I2. Across R our I is I1 plus I2. Okay, so it become I1 plus I2 का whole square. We already know the value of I1 and I2, so putting here as the value of I1 is 18 by 7, value of I2 is minus 6 by 7. So this become minus 12 by 7 का square, and the value of R is 4. Okay, so after multiplying it with 4, it become 576 by 49 joule. Further dividing it, it become 11.75 joule. As we know, the unit of energy is joule. Okay, so in this way, we will calculate the value of energy dissipation across R.